So look, now you have skill trees. You have like these different.
Yes, so like that's what I was referring to. But is the swordsman you, like the main character you, or is that?
Yeah, but you could switch. So you go into like your class here, and right here I can select all of them. And then as you change them, you can. So like I can come out here and just press Y.
Yeah.
Now I'm whatever that class is, and then I can press Y, and then I'm this class.
Okay. So so it is similar to Tactics now. Okay.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with the fighting mechanics, but those skill trees are like they're smaller, so they're not like a Final Fantasy skill tree that's like fucking huge.
Yeah.
But they're good enough to where like it unlocks enough to clearly progress how the class feels to play.
Yeah, because I mean, like even in Tactics. Like, there were the skill classes, like, you had to... There was a lot of skills to obtain. Or, yeah, a lot of skills to obtain for one specific class. It was weird. Cool, but I mean, like... Get through, like, maybe 6 classes, and you could beat the game. And there's like 20 or 30 different classes. It's like, geez, man.
Well, thankfully in this game, they've kind of balanced it to where you can only get to like level 30 in each one. So see the job level, it can only get to like 30. You can get your affinity higher, but you can only get to level 30 of any given one, which only gives you a certain amount of job affinity.
Yeah.
But you can get like weapons and stuff that give you more affinity. And also this down here is abilities. So the combat down here... or the combat in this game kind of relies on combinations of button presses, but it only has 3 buttons. So it has like right bumper, right trigger, and then I think, yeah, right bumper, right trigger. And then you can do like the analog stick in a direction to trigger each one of those abilities. And as you go through the skill tree, you unlock new abilities for certain combinations, or an ability for all the combinations.
Right. Can you go back to that for a second?
What, in here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you pause it, the shit doesn't pause either.
It doesn't?
So if there's enemies around, it'll if there's enemies around, it'll
continue to attack you?
Fuck words, right? Huh?
Well, yeah. They'll continue to attack you?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Go back to his abilities.
Oops.
Okay. And now, I want you to look at the character. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Boom! I saw the Sonic Punch. I saw that he was blonde and everything, and I was like, does this guy think he's Guile? Like, come on.
That's cool. Oh yeah, there's like real world destruction in this kind of.
Nice.
And I don't know if you noticed, but like you don't get to free roam. It's like you go mission to mission. But it's the same map, so next time I get to the map I'll show you.
That's not terrible though. I mean, it kind of keeps the game moving.
It's fine, yeah. The way they designed the game, it makes sense. Like Final Fantasy 15 is like we had enough of that in Final Fantasy 15, so we don't need to roam around. Like I spent too long roaming around in Final Fantasy 15.
I mean, open world, not terrible, but it's just like too much open world is...
Too many people are doing it. I was telling Kim today, I was just like, I'm getting tired of like we go through like these waves of like games. It's like they're all the fucking same, but they're not. They're different. I don't want to be a hater here. I'm definitely not like hating because I love playing games.
No, you're not.
I think I'm just like feeling like I can't escape the one type of game.
Yeah.
And it's like it was fun in this context, but I can't play. I guess my real feeling here, like not even hateful. It's like I used to have this feeling of wanting to play every game, and I don't feel like that anymore. Where it's like I can skip plenty of games.
And it's not that you're hating on like the creators or anything. It's just because the creators are making what they want, right? Which is how they should. Like,
well, sometimes they are, and I feel like sometimes that, like especially the bigger name companies, they're just pumping out stuff that they know is going to sell because it's an easy sell.
They're beating the dead horse at that point. Yeah. But I mean, because I mean, no hate towards the creators by any means, or the artists or musicians and stuff, where everything else comes from.
That's actually a rule of Lazy Afternoon. We're not allowed to like overly criticize a game developer.
Well, I mean,
we've talked about that several times.
And it's not that we're doing that. It's like me getting mad at the fact that the only movies out there nowadays are like the comic book movies, and it's like,
right,
guys, like, come on, like, don't get me wrong, they're
great,
like, they're great, they're good, but like, I want something else right now, like.
Holy shit, these guys are good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it becomes like too much. Like, it hits the mainstream enough, like, even without being like a hipster attitude about it, hits the mainstream enough that you see it too much and you get burnt out of the topic, you know?
Yeah.
And like, what I feel about it is, it's like, it's not quite awful taste, but it's
you burn yourself out.
Bad taste, good execution. They make great looking movies and they're cool and they're fun, but it's all the same.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't
like,
feel too branching.
Right, because I mean, like, Guardians of the Galaxy, awesome.
Yeah, like, you could look at that by itself and it's like, that is an amazing movie. But if you pair it with the last 3 years of media that came out before that and after that, it's all comic books.
Yeah, which, I mean, again, not bad. It's just too much, or too much of the same thing for too long, you know?
I honestly think it's less of like the media, or not the media, sorry, but like the companies, and it's less of people making that content. It's more of like what I allow myself to consume, because like sometimes I don't feel like I don't want to have to really search to find a game that really like breaks out into like a new thing, you know?
Right.
But like, if I put more time into it, I wouldn't feel the same way, because I'd be like, yeah, I'm only playing the games I want to play.
Right.
But I think it's also part of me like escaping the mentality of wanting to play every game, because there's just too much coming out, which is actually a good thing, because it's giving like more creators the ability to like develop indie games, and indie developers are flooding the market because they have access to it now, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just like a AAA thing to do to make a game. It's like anybody can kind of make a game now with the right team, and you start to see like really beautiful games, and I think I want to start highlighting those, like, if, you know, we get deeper into like, as we add more content to Lazy Afternoon, I think I want to...
kind of like, what was that? The Isaac.
The Binding of Isaac?
Yes, The Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, that shit is like old as fuck now, but like it's a really good example of like how an indie game can just be like like
or those
addicting.
Puzzle games that we
Yeah,
play.
like it's such a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like shit.
Bye.
I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, anyway, I mean, we started this conversation off with me saying I don't want to like be critical, but then I just went.
But you can't. But that's just it, though. Like, you can't have an opinion without being critical.
That's right. Yeah, and like anybody who knows me knows how much I like games, so I'm not really worried about being too critical. But I think it's just how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah,
just feeling like.
And it's not like a negative critical, honestly. Like, it's. We're not trashing anybody or any games. We're literally just, you know, tired of the same type of concept, like the same.
It's more of like a mainstream bash, where I'm tired of the genres that are in the mainstream, because there's other ones that if companies put enough money towards and production effort towards a Metroidvania style game or something, like, even doesn't even have to break the mold that much. It just has to just go away from like the make $4 billion in microtransactions games for skins and bullshit.
Yeah.
Not even like downloadable content. Like, it's frustrating, because I went on the shorts section of not even the shorts. I went into the gaming section of Explore on YouTube, and all I saw was like Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite still for some reason. And I was just like, I had to scroll and scroll and scroll to find something that didn't just seem like the most clickbaity
Oh yeah.
child stuff. Like, I'm not even concerned about the fact that they're making content for children because it's games, you know. But
Right.
like, that seems like that's the only thing that was presented to me, and I'm like, there's no way that this is like what my algorithm is showing me.
Right.
You know, I don't watch any of this stuff, and that's why it's on, like, but I'm really just kind of talking about the trending, like what's trending and what people are doing, you know, what the bigger communities are.
Right.
And I think that really mostly speaks to like how the platform, which direction the platform is right now, like YouTube in general, like not just gaming. But anyway,
Enemy spotted.
that was a whole bunch of like random things put together. I lost track of what I was saying.